Hello, how you doing? It's Phil Thatch, and today I have another product from K&F Concept to take a look at. A while back, let me see if I can get this off the floor. A while back, I reviewed their gimbal head, and I really have enjoyed using this. I've been using it for months now for bird photography, putting my larger telephoto lenses on here. It works great, but this is not a great tripod head for landscape photography. Normally when I do landscape photography, I use a ball head, but they work pretty good. But there's one thing about them that drives me crazy, and that is when I get my composition set up and I've got my camera on the ball head and I've got it framed up just like I like it. I'm holding the camera with one hand and I tighten down the ball head with my other hand. Every single time, as soon as I take my hand off the camera, it sags just a little bit. It might sag a millimeter, but it messes up my composition. It drives me crazy. So usually when I'm using a ball head like this, I have to set my composition up, get it just like I like it, and then I'll raise the lens and the camera just a little bit and then tighten this down. And then when it sags down, hopefully it'll land in the right spot. But usually it doesn't, and I have to keep repeating that until I can get it just right. Well, what I'm going to show you today is what's called a geared head. This is the K&F Concept 3-way geared head, and it is really put together nicely. It's made completely out of metal, no plastic involved. This thing has the look of something that would last and last and last. It doesn't feel cheap in any way, form, or fashion. So let me get this up here and put a camera on it. It comes with an Arca Swiss tripod plate, but I have L brackets on all of my cameras, and of course if the L bracket is Arca Swiss compatible, you can just pop it right on there and tighten it down. So there is the camera on the 3-way geared head. Now, how does a 3-way geared head work? Well, let's see. You've got 3 adjustments. This one, you turn this fine-tuning knob and it moves the camera up and down. Let me turn this around to where you can see. And then this one turns the camera in this fashion to where you can get it just like you like it. And then this one down here on the bottom turns the camera in this fashion. So you got all the adjustability that you need with this. So that's what the black knobs do. These orange knobs are if you're in a hurry. You can twist the orange knob and then move quickly, and then when you release the orange knob, it locks it into place, and then you can fine tune with the black knob. Same here. Twist and hold the orange knob, put this pretty close to where you want it, and then fine tune it with the black knob. And same here. Twist and hold the orange knob, get it pretty close to where you want it, and fine tune it with the black knob. And when you get it where you like it with the black knob and take your hand off, it doesn't droop. Take your hand off, no droop. So that will really help you speed up getting your composition just right. Like you finally found your composition and the light's right and you're setting your camera up, and when you get it just right, it's there. You don't have to fiddle fart around with your ball head and the drooping that they always do. So it's really, really nice. Now this thing has a weight rating of 13.2 pounds. I've got a pretty heavy camera on here. This is a old Nikon D800 big DSLR, and this is a 14 to 24 f2.8 big bulbous lens, very heavy, and it's handling it like nothing. And you can even put your big telephoto lens on here because, like I say, it holds 13.2 pounds. I think the gimbal head would be better for that use, but you can, if you want to, put that on there, or like maybe you wanted to take a picture of the moon or something, you could use this for that. But it just feels really high quality. Really, there's only one thing about it that might be off-putting. And the first thing about it that might be off-putting is it's not exactly lightweight. So if you're looking for the lightest possible thing to hike to a waterfall or to some landscape photography location with, this is a little bit on the heavy side. But once you get there, you'll be glad you carried it in, because it'll speed up your workflow so much. Especially if you just get a few seconds of good light and you're like, oh man, I got to get this shot. This will help you get it quickly. The other thing is the vertical movement. In this direction, it goes a long way, but in this direction, it can kind of stop about right there. So what I have figured out to do, and it's just because it's bumping into the tripod down here, but what I've figured out to do is if I want to go even further up than that, I can just mount it on here in the other direction. And now it goes way up. But when you have it mounted in this direction, it doesn't go as far down. But that's probably plenty far down. So you can put it on either way. Either way you have it on there, you can reach all the knobs. Whether you got the camera facing that way or that way, all the knobs are easy to reach. And you can figure out which way works best for you. But the one thing that is certain is this thing will really help you save time in the field when you're trying to set up your composition, because once you get it just right, there's no droop. And that droop drives me crazy when I'm in the field working on landscape photography. So if you go to the K&F Concept website and use my coupon code, which is PHIL, P-H-I-L, that'll save you 10% on this particular tripod head, which is really handy. I think that coupon code is good until the end of 2024. And who knows, I may be able to get them to extend that out. But you can in anything on their website, you can use my coupon code PHIL, all capital, and save 10%. I think if you were to invest in this, you might really enjoy it. Only if you're a landscape photographer, or if you are the type of person who uses a ball head and the ball head annoys you when it droops, no matter what kind of photography it is you're working on, this will help you in that way. So it's a beautiful product. I really like the look of it and the feel of it. It just has a really high quality feel. And I'm excited to get out and use this in a landscape photography situation. Really looking forward to using this in the field. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. Hope you enjoyed my review of the K&F Concept 3-way geared head. And if you like this content, take a second, reach down, hit the thumbs up button. That helps me out a lot. And if you want to see some more stuff like this and all sorts of photography and bird photography, wildlife photography, landscape photography, sports photography, just all sorts of stuff. Lots of different brands of gear, Sony, Nikon, Canon, all those you'll see on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.